From KGW, this is Friday Night Flights with Orlando Sanchez, sponsored by Carl's Jr.
What's good, everyone? My name is Orlando, and it's the most exciting part of the season. For the first time in 2 years, the playoffs are here. Let's hit the brackets. Lake Oswego, the top seed in 6A, hosting a Newburgh team that's won 3 straight games. This was the best thing I saw. A salute to all the veterans out there, including World War II veteran and longtime Lake Oswego resident, George Kent. He recently turned 100 years old. The student section sang him happy birthday. Thank you for your service. To the game, Lakers break out the big play to open the second half. Jack Lane unleashing the Owen West show, and that is a bad man. Get off me! 59-yard house call. One more for the road, and that man Owen is back, this time with the pick six. It was 42-10 when Newburgh went into rally mode, but the Lakers hold on for the W, 49-40. They'll get the winner of this. Sky 8 and Kaiser for North Medford and McNary. Jake Allen, welcome to Friday Night Flights. And the man is in for 6. McNary rolls to a 37-7 win. In that bracket, Clackamas got a 31-18 win over Sunset to move to round 2. They'll get the winner of Liberty and Jesuit. So let's get right to the action. Jesuit dominant from the get-go. Jacob Hutchinson hooks up with Chase Burton, 52 yards and the dive for the end zone. It's 21-0. We're still in the second, and it's the same two at it again. This time of the 79-yard variety. And the route was on. Jesuit wins 62-6. West Salem shut out Jefferson 42-0 to advance. Sherwood got a 51-32 win on the road at Sandy to make it to round 2. Fourth-seeded Central Catholic hosting Oregon City to kick off the playoffs. The pursuit of perfection begins for the Rams. Let's pick it up with Central Catholic. Crew Newman. Oh, on the money to Ellis Bynum, who runs it into the end zone to make it 7-0 Rams, and they weren't done. Crew Newman to Blake Anderson. Central Catholic is the real deal. 49-0, your final. Their second round opponent playing down in Salem. Mountainside visiting Sprague. Sky 8 overhead for the winning score. You gotta see this. Brian Mannion, your quarterback, to Bowen Stinson. Oh, and he's in. Mountainside gets a road playoff win, 13-7, the final score. On the other side of the bracket, third-seeded Tualatin hosting Mountain View from Bend. Timberwolf cheer, help me out with that energy. First quarter, Tualatin takes control. Malik Ross, a certified touchdown machine. All right, who wants to see a pick six? Say no more. Jack Wagner has us covered. Too much Tualatin in round number 1. Final count, 48-17. They'll get the winner of this game. Barlow visiting Westview in Beaverton. Barlow hanging tough on the road. Hunter McDonald have some. However, stop me if you've heard this combo before. Sam Levitt to Darius Clemens. 42-yard touchdown. Westview gets the dub. 57-34. Tigard visiting Roseburg. Roseburg's band doing its thing, and so is the Tigard offense early. Cameron Masters double to Andrew Roderick. Tigard at it again. Masters double goes to Elijah Jackman. But Roseburg proved why they are a force to be reckoned with. Caden Eckel up the gut, and Roseburg wins 42-17. They'll visit Summit next week. Sheldon and Lake Ridge both advance in round 2. They'll meet next week in Eugene. Second-seeded West Lynn hosting Bend in round number 1. Sky 8 giving us those views. Mark Hamper giving us the effort. Check this out. This is what the coaches call yards after contact. Add 7 yards to the play, and they're in business. That sets up Jackson Steinhauer for the big score. West Linn wins big, 35-13. They are on to round number 2. They'll get the winner of South Salem and David Douglas. Wild game at home for the Scots. Game tied at 21. South Salem's Dachel Smith to Teeny Toddley. Great move to shake the defender, too. That put the Saxons up 7. David Douglas now quitting them. Jaden Polshock. This is just filthy. A Play of the Week nominee on Sports Sunday. 25-yard touchdown. But South Salem, just too much. Dachel Smith calling his own number. South Salem takes down David Douglas 40-27. We move to the 5A playoffs. The McKay Royal Scots looking to pull off an epic upset against second-seeded Silverton. McKay had a season to remember. Their most successful season in a long time. Back in the playoffs. But they ran into a Silverton squad poised to make a run at a state title. Jordan McCarty buying all kinds of time, cashing out with a perfect pass to Adam Ratliff. And they weren't done. McCarty sharing the wealth. Alejandro Brisendo cruises into the crib untouched. Silverton on to round 2, 42-7, your final. All right, let's head west. Silverton gets the winner of Crater and North Salem. The North Salem band providing us with the beats, and the Vikings players, they rely on Josiah Davis for their beat. Fortunately, he is really good. Puts North Salem up 27-3. Crater put up a fight, but North Salem, fresh off its first winning season since 2004. They keep it going. 27-11, your final. West Albany takes care of Scappoose 35-0. They'll host Dallas next week. The Dragons went on the road to Eastern Oregon, getting a 7-6 win over Pendleton in the rain. On the other side of those brackets, top-seeded Wilsonville hosting the Churchill Lancer to kick off the playoffs. Sky 8, the views above Wilsonville High School, second quarter, and the Wildcats go to work. Chase Hicks fires an absolute dime to Chase Hyde for the 9-yard touchdown. Wilsonville serves up a round 1 42-14 victory. The Wildcats will face Hood River Valley. The Eagles beat South Albany 19-7 to advance. The Canby Cougars come in as the 4 seed, hosting Lebanon in round 1. Canby scored just before Sky 8 got there. Here's the 2-point conversion. Just ridiculous. The concentration by Joe Brockmiller, and he goes down, but the ball follows. Canby gets its first playoff win since 2013. 37-7, the final score. Up in Washington, the Camas Papermakers kicking off the postseason, hosting Mount Rainier out of the Seattle area. And no one is safe at Camas. Papermakers with the RKO! And they're ready to roll. Mount Rainier, though, on the board first. This is the second play from scrimmage. Devion Cheney Cooper, the keeper, breaks a tackle, turns on those Jets. That is a 69-yard touchdown. Rams up 6-0. Then Camas rolling. Taylor Yanni to Zach Blair in the corner. 37-yard TD, and the Papermakers crush Mount Rainier 57-20.